Today's video is on tire balancing. We balance tires for both static and dynamic. Static is the vertical motion, dynamic is the side-to-side movement of the tire. We first need to remove the wheel weights from the rim. We use this tool. There's a small point that will actually hook inside of the wheel weight, and then we drive forward to the center of the rim. Make sure that you've removed both the outside or outboard weights as well as the inboard, the weights on the inside of the rim. Once you have removed the wheel weights, the next step is fitting the correct cone size. We're going to find a cone that fits in the center of the rim. We want it to ride roughly halfway up the pitch of the cone, and we don't want it on either end, on the small or the large end. Once you find the cone, it then goes on the machine, and then we then mount the tire. Then we can turn on the machine, it's on the backhand side, and move on to our next step. So with the cone on, we want to make sure that the flat side goes into the machine. Cone goes on first. Next, our tire goes so that the dish or the flat side that would mount to the car is going inside. So you can see how the tire slides on. Our next step is to put on another cup with a rubber sleeve on it so as not to damage the rim, and our collar that mounts the tire to the shaft. On this, there's little triggers that you can pull which remove the teeth that engage onto the splines, so you're able to slide it down the shaft quicker, and then you can tighten it. Make sure that it's nice and snug and centered on the cone. So this is our machine. It's going to display 3 separate screens. On the left and the right will indicate the wheel weights and whether they are inboard or outboard. In the center you can see a diagram of a cross section of a rim. This gives us different options as to where we want to mount weights. For the most part, we will always have it set in this last position where the weights are on the farthest extremities. This machine will predict the size of the tire by doing exactly what I do here. I'm going to remove this lever, put it into the lip of the tire, and it's going to use an algorithm to predict both the offset, the width of the rim, and the diameter of the rim, which can be displayed in those 3 screens there. If I need to change any of these parameters, I can turn the tire with my hands, and it will then change the numbers on the screen. I've confirmed with the caliper above that this tire is 6 inches wide, and I can then move the tire to 6, which you can see in the center of the screen, and then it will confirm it, and I'm good to go. The machine now knows what tire is mounted to it. I simply close the hood, the tire will spin, and then it's going to tell me what weights I need to add. Awesome. So the machine is asking for 1.25 ounces on the inside and 1 ounce on the outside. I'm now going to move the tire until those cross hatches illuminate in the middle. This will give me an indication as to where I'm going to hammer the weight, and then I hammer the weight at that particular location, and then move on to the outboard side of the tire and hammer on the 1 ounce. At the bottom of the screen you can see a small arrow indicated in the machine. This points to where I'm going to mount the weight, or hammer it on, as you'll see. Now I shift the tire to its next point where it's requesting weight, and then hammer on the weight that it's requested. Then I close the hood, spin the tire, and I want to see 0, 0 across the top of the machine, which indicates that it's in balance. Perfect. You can see that there is 0, 0. It's requesting no more weight from me. This tire is balanced and good to go back on the car. To remove the tire, lift the hood, step on the brake with my foot down there, turn the collar so that it's loose a bit, and then pull on the triggers while holding the tire. And I can slide off the collar and then slide off the tires, taking care not to hit the shaft of the machine. And that's it. That's balancing a tire.